Good afternoon. My name is Alejandro Soto,
And I'm Hassan Sohail.
and today we will be presenting our pitch for Phagogen, engineering immunity. We want to start by emphasizing the wasted millions that have been invested into current cancer treatments. For example, proton therapy, which is supposed to herald in a brand new frontier in radiation therapy, costs nearly $200 million in initial investment, and cutting-edge heavy ion therapy is even more money, both of which are showing very minimal difference with traditional radiation therapy. This turns us to cancer vaccines, which are a next generation immunotherapy and an already booming field at around $85 billion. Cancer vaccines allow for direct tumor targeting by the body's own immune system and long-term immunity that prevents tumor relapse. It is also effective against metastatic tumors, which is not the case in lots of other cancer therapies. Most importantly, the most expensive models of this in the first generation were only around $50,000 to $150,000 for the entire research and development process. Our phage gel cancer vaccine, which we're developing with our partners at the Johns Hopkins Institute for Cell Engineering and Nanobiotechnology, induce very robust immunity using phage tumor-associated antigen expression and a controlled release system wherein phages are injected into the body and are retained there for over a long period of time, such that the immune system has more time to recognize the antigens and mount an effective immune response against the tumor. As well, our platform is generalized, meaning that we can easily adapt between multiple different tumors, allowing for both personalized vaccines and generic off-the-shelf versions that we can do for a large population of people.
Coming to the kind of competition that Phagogen is expected to compete with in the market, we have other cancer therapies such as proton therapy, chemotherapy, CAR T cell therapy, and other mRNA LNP vaccines. And through this table, we can see that all of these other solutions, except for other vaccines, are significantly more expensive than Phagogen. But the competition with vaccine comes down to how highly effective is Phagogen in terms of treating cancer, and there Phagogen takes the cake. When it comes to side effect, Phagogen is promising very low side effects compared to all of these other cancer treatments in the market right now. Moving on to our business model, we are positioning ourselves as a drug R&D engineering firm working with pharmaceutical companies. And this slide gives us a glance at the kind of the market that we're looking at. Pharmaceutical industry in 2019 spent over $83 billion for R&D of new drugs, and more than 60% of that money went into developing new treatments for cancer. However, in 2021, there were only 30 novel cancer treatments, and most of these had middling success in clinical trials. So what is Phagogen? It is going to be a one-stop shop for developing cancer vaccines for these pharmaceutical companies. The novel vaccines that we are developing will be a proprietary platform from start to finish, and Phagogen will be handling all of the preclinical research and development of these vaccines. Phagogen is also equipped to create personalized medicine for hospitals and medical institutions who are treating individual cancer patients as well.
Just to give a brief roadmap and an overview of our long-term goals, we have currently concluded most of our grant submissions, as well as synthesizing and characterizing the phages. Our current right now, we need to look at synthesizing and designing our nanoparticle hydrogel control release system, as well as having additional funds for in vitro trials, optimizing, and funding for the in vivo phase, where we can have humanized mice trials and present all of this data that we need for patents, publications, and partnerships, such that we can move on to clinical trials. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Thank you.